Okay, so the next Constructicon I want to look at is Hook. So here's a look at Hook. Let's zoom in on that head. It's a really nicely sculpted head, very cartoon accurate. And let's see, look at that chest. I don't really like those two holes on his chest, but that's a part of the combiner mode transformation, I think. Down to his legs and to his feet. They're different on both sides. Let's get a look from the side view, then the back, the other side. So that's a look at Hook. And now let's compare him to the animation model, and you can see it's okay. It's close enough to looking cartoon accurate, so I think they did a really nice job. So now I want to do something different than the previous videos, and that is to do a comparison look at the New Age. And so I gotta first point out, let me see if I can adjust this, that the New Age, this is with the new upgrade replacement parts to be more cartoon accurate. So it has the gray down here, so that's the difference. But now you can get a comparison. Obviously Magic Square's a little bit bigger, and let's just take a look. I mean, the New Age, the tires, I think they look much better. Let's take a look at the other side. Yeah, I don't know, this one I think the New Age definitely looks better in my opinion. Definitely the paint finish, such as the eyes, and the quality of the materials also. So that's just a quick look comparing it with the New Age version. And now let's compare it with the undersized version of Power of the Primes. So you see this one fits in nicely with the War for Cybertron Legacy collection, but this is just a quick comparison. So you can see I like that silver finish. Not cartoon accurate here, but that's just a comparison. Okay, now on to transformation. First things first, remove the accessories as always. Take out his handgun. Take a good look at it. Just very nicely, simply sculpted. Very cartoon accurate, so that's nice. Okay, now transformation. What I like to do first is rotate these hands outward, palms facing forward, and then I like to rotate 90 degrees at the bicep, and this is actually the transformation that's needed, so just I like to start with that, get it out of the way. And then you can see these tabs. What you want to do is untab the shoulders from the chest, and then bring it down on this side, You need to fold it twice. And then you want to untab the neck piece from the chest, and then you can bring it down, and then you can bring down these arms, and this is probably where it's good to extend this out, because that's what gives you the clearance you need to bring out these tires like at an angle like so, and then you can bring out the other tire to straighten it out, bring this one out, and then rotate them 90 degrees like so. Now you've got that all set up. Okay, now you've got to bring these arms in. So what I like to do is lift these arms up, and I don't know if you can see, but there's another purple plastic piece there. It's actually made to rotate the arms. So I'll show you. So when you bring them in, the arms are together, but that's in the way for this head to go in. So that's where you need to use that purple bar I showed you to swivel it out like so, if you can see. And do the same on this side. Now you created that space that you need inside for the head. Okay, once that's done, now let's do this. Let's lift this up, bring down the head, push the head back, and now you can tuck this head in. And if you can see where that's supposed to tab in, it's hard getting these to tab in unless you have everything all properly aligned, but there, you get it tabbed in on that side. Got to do the same on this side. Give it a good squeeze. Once that's done, then you can bring down this hand on a double hinge. You can see that hand, the angle and the chest angle. That's why the hand needs to be transformed that way. Same thing, bring it down, bring it down. Okay, and then you can now bring up these tires. If you can see, there are tabs that go into this slot right there. So tab it in and then give it a good squeeze. Do the same thing on this side, tab it in, give it a good squeeze. Okay, now you got that part pretty much done. Now you could bring this back down. And these side pieces here from the back, you want to open them up. And then you want to, you have to bring them, lift them up forward, but this tab's in the way. So what I like to do is put it at an angle, and that allows me to bring it up past that tab. So do it on the other side, angle it, bring it up, and notice how it's positioned. It's in the front now, set up for the last part of transformation there. Okay, we got that done. Now down to the feet. So they're different. So I'll do one leg and foot at a time. So first thing, I like to bring this down all the way. And then if you can see this gray center piece, it actually turns down like so. And then this foot, you want to rotate it 180, so this green part's showing. And then here, this angle piece, you want to lift it up and then rotate this and then tab it in. So now you form one half of the front part of the vehicle. Okay, now this side, bring down the foot, and let me see if I remember here. You turn it outward, the foot's facing outward, and then you want to bring it down and push in that toe, like so. Okay, and then you want to lift this whole piece up, and you are going to have to stretch plastic, bend plastic, because this tab's in the way. So you got that done. Then you can got that done. Now I want to point out you need to bring out these vehicle parts, and it's on a bar and it's really tight because it's plastic. So that was pretty easy because I had to use a filer and then some dishwashing soap to get this all loosened up, because I don't know if it's just mine or everyone's, but this is really hard to pull out. But that's what I did. And this side's a little bit harder because you have this green piece, so don't really have much room to hold it. So like I said, it's having to pull it out. Okay, once you got that, now you can finish this bottom piece. Just fold it in to form the inside of this cab here. And then you want to close the top. Make sure you tab that in. Okay, now from the back, let's see, what you want to do is untab this, lift it up, and then if you can see here, it's a Combiner Wars thing where you just bring the upper leg down into the lower leg. Okay, once you got that, then you can rotate this 180. Do the same on this side. You want to tab it, lift it up, and then you want to Combiner Wars this upper leg down into the lower leg, like so. And then you can see it tabs in right there, but it also tabs in on the bottom. So get that tabbed in and get these two up here tabbed in. And once you give it a good squeeze, once you got it all tabbed in, I forgot to rotate. You rotate this one now, 180. So you got that. Now, if you can see, bring this down, push it in, and then you're going to give it a good squeeze here. And there's a tab there, it goes in. Make sure that goes in. Okay, and then here's these hip pieces, like I was telling you. They slide up and they're supposed to tab in, but mine's, they don't seem to tab in very well. They just kind of push out. Do the same on this side. Give it a good squeeze. And then the final step, you want to extend this hook. This part's always a little tricky for some reason. And now you got Hook in his vehicle mode. So it's just a quick look around, and now let's compare this with the animation model. Yeah, you could see it's okay. I mean, this whole area doesn't look very good to me. But that's what we have. And now what I want to do is compare it with the original G1. So here's the original G1. Let's do it this way so you can see. It's very interesting how they're like the same size, but this is obviously masterpiece quality. So very interesting. So that's just a look at comparing with the original G1 reissue Anime Acura by Takata. Okay, so now what I want to do is transformation back to robot mode. Basically do the reverse, push that all in, and then push this down to untab it. Push this down to untab it. Okay, this is where it's going to get a little hard, but you got to split apart the sides. You got to pull these sides out, and that's what's yeah, you see, I don't even know how best way to do it. This side's easier, but this side, even after filing it and dishwashing soap, it's so hard. You know, I think they should have used like metal or something, so it would have been easier. Okay, once you got that, then let's see, bring up this front, push it down, lift it up. Then let's see, rotate this 180, bring them down, and then let's see, you want to lift this up, and you want to pull out these legs, lower legs, upper legs from the lower legs, like so, and then it actually tabs in here, if you can see. Do the same on this side. You want to bring out the leg and then tab it in. Okay, now we gotta fix these feet. So back to this side. First thing, lift up this angle piece so you can turn it and then bring it down, and then rotate this foot back 180 and slide the bottom piece up, and then you can push this in and push the foot up. That's done. This side's a little bit different, so you want to bring this piece out of here. Well, sorry, you got to untab it first. Untab it, then you can bring it out like so, and then you want to bend the plastic past that tab, and then bring down the foot, and let's see if I remember this. You want to bring it up. Just want to adjust the foot here, like so. Bring the foot so it's facing forward, and then get it adjusted like that, and make sure this is enough room here to push in, and then push that in all the way and push up the foot. So now you got this legs done. Now back here, you want to bring these pieces down again. The angle, push it back 90, so it's 90 degrees. Angle it, push this back 90 degrees. And the back, just fold them in. Okay. Now up here, might as well just extend this. And you want to untab these tire pieces, both sides, and then you want to rotate it 180, rotate this 180, and then fold in the tire, Okay, now you come up here, let's see, let's straighten out these hand pieces, both sides. Okay, then untab from right here, lift it up. That came straightened out already. And then let's see. What you want to do is bring these two arm pieces together. So the purple bar, if you can see, that pin needs to turn in. Let's do the same on this side so that the arms are together. That needs to be done in order for this to come out all the way, so you have room to push these tires in. And push these up and in, and then let's see, bring down this head, lift this up, and you want to push this down. Bring it up here, tab in the neck piece, and then close these arms, bring them down, and you can put this back from his torso. Okay, now, last thing, bring this up, tab it into his chest. The other side, bring it up, tab it in. And then now let's fix his arms here. Rotate from the bicep 90 degrees and then turn his hand back 90 degrees. Same thing here, turn it 90 degrees, his hand 90 degrees. And then let's get his handgun, put it back in. And now we have Hook back in his robot mode. So now the last thing I'd like to do is transform the original and compare it. So this one, just, boy, I don't know why my originals are so tight, but pull this forward so that it makes it easier to lift up these legs. Ginger's thing's on a bar there to give you that space in the middle. That's kind of a cool old design. Pull out these arms, which just came untabbed. That's, I'm gonna have to fix this. I'm gonna have to unscrew it here because it came out. But let's see, let's just get all this done. And now let's see if we can compare them kind of like this. And that piece fortunately went in there. There's no way to get that out without unscrewing it. Oh, okay, I got it. Came out. Let's see if I can push it out with this screw and see if I can tab this piece in. Okay, got it. Oh gosh. It's one of the issues with these old toys. Okay. Now let's compare it so you can see what it looks like to the original. Just a little bit taller. I actually like the purple on the original. That's what I don't like about Magic Square. I don't think they use the right color of purple. But anyways, that's it. That's a Hook. And now on to the next one.
We now return to the Transformers.